Alrighty guys, so quick oil change on a R1200 and R1250 RT. You're going to take just a 1/2 inch breaker bar or 3/8 with an H10 Allen hex. You're going to go underneath here. There's your drain bolt right there. I already loosened it. Go ahead and unscrew that. And get your oil pan ready. There you go. This is a police bike, 40,000 miles. I should just purchase this, so just doing all the maintenance on it, including oil change, rear drive oil as well. As you can see, it's very dirty. This little crush washer we're going to be replacing with a new one, so that the drain plug doesn't leak. Next, we're going to go over to the other side, and I'm going to show you how to remove the oil filter. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is either take an adapter like this, a universal one, or you can just take I believe this is a 78mm 14 flute little adapter. You can basically buy anywhere. Take a Torx T25, preferably on the drill. It makes it a little bit quicker. Just be careful. All you do is remove this bolt from right there, and you don't have to remove this entire piece. All you do is just push it towards you like this, and that'll give you just enough clearance. I'm gonna do this one hand to get on there like that with your oil filter removal tool. You're going to remove that. What I also like to do is just take some heavy duty any kind of tape and put some tape on the actual exhaust pipe header where there's going to be oil. Just makes cleanup a little bit easier, and literally takes like 10 seconds to put it on there. And then go ahead and loosen the oil filter. The original, I believe it's a Mahli or Mahal, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. And yep, that's almost done. As you can see, it's draining right there. Don't loosen it all the way, just let it drain a little bit. And as you can see, if it's on a side stand, it doesn't even hit your header. Now, very important is when we take the oil filter out as well as the drain plug, I'm going to put the bike in the center kickstand, or just basically level it for a few seconds to make sure that all the oil drains out. That way there's no old oil left in the system. But we can continue removing this oil filter, and we're going to replace it with that K&N replacement. This, as you can see, is an original BMW. So there's your oil filter right there. Let it drain out. Try not to make a mess here. And we're going to put the K&N back on. All right, guys, so with the K&N, it's a 17mm socket, and just a long extension like this, so you can get at it easily. And first you're going to hand tighten it, and then all you're going to do is just snug it up with this. You don't want to over crank it. I'm not sure on the torque settings, but you don't want to over crank it. There's a rubber seal there, so it does not have to be super tight, just enough so it does not leak at all. Now we're going to put the drain plug in with the new washer, and we're ready to fill with 1060. Okay, so you're going to take some brake cleaner, anything you have, and you're going to clean off this little magnet right here. Now what this does is collect all the metal shavings. This is ready to be installed. This is going to be a wet clutch transmission. So the oil is actually the lubricating fluid as well for the transmission, from what I understand. on 2015, I believe, and up, or maybe 2014 and up. So that's it. We put the drain plug in, and after that, like I said, we're going to fill with this Moly 1060. Now, the reason I use 1060 is simply because I live in a hot climate, and you could use 2050. You could use even, I believe, maybe even a 1040. I'm not sure. But I don't like to use anything like 1030 or 530. I feel like that's a little bit too thin for a hot climate. Now, again, if you're up somewhere in the north, you can use a thinner oil. That'll maybe even like a 5W or a 0W40 or something like that. But in a hotter climate, try to get a little bit of a thicker oil, but make sure it is going to be rated for motorcycles, which is JASO MA2, JASO MA2. See in the bottom right hand corner there. So you can't just put automotive motor oil in these motorcycles, and just spend a little bit more money and get the right oil. All right, guys, so the capacity for the oil is 4 liters. And first you're gonna take your little oil filter removal tool. It's located underneath the seat, and simply just remove the oil fill plug. You don't have to remove this cowling piece. Just get a funnel that's thin enough to fit in there. Just a quick conversion for you, 4 liters is 4.22 quarts. So 4.22 quarts, just a little bit more. 4 quarts is gonna be 3.78 liters. So if you do buy quarts, just make sure that if you're adding 4 quarts, that it's you're gonna have to add just slightly more to get to that capacity. What a lot of guys tend to do is they add a little bit under 4 liters, and that's fine. You could do that. Go ahead and check the actual sight glass on the side to make sure you're right there. But what I'm going to do is just add just slightly under 4 liters, double check the level, and then as long as that's good, I'll just add the rest of it just to make sure it's right above the middle levels where you want to be, just slightly above when the bike is balanced. So as you can see, it's a little bit thicker oil, which is what I prefer running in a warmer climate. But that's it. Fill it up, and then I'll show you how to check, and then we're done. All right, so we filled up the oil, put the fill plug back in. Real quick, I'm going to show you how to check. Unfortunately, obviously, with 2 hands, I can't film and shine the light and also balance the bike. But you could also put it on the center stand. I just don't have enough room to show you. But you see right there, that little red circle. Okay, so right in between is where you want the oil to be. Okay, so you're gonna want it to be, let me see if I can show you, right in the middle. So you don't want it to be any higher, you don't want it to be any lower. So it could be just slightly higher, but you never want to be towards the top of this, you never want to be over the top portion when the bike is balanced of that red circle that you see. Okay, so that is it. You just basically saved yourself $200 by not going to the BMW dealer. And yeah, have a beer.